We are honored, Donnie and I are, to have Mark Reed from Lexington here with us. Mark is running for delegate. Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Rich. Thanks for having me on.
My pleasure. You are running against Ronnie Campbell in the primary, correct?
Yes, Virginia's 24th district, which includes not just Lexington and Rockbridge area, but all of Bath County, some of Augusta County, and most of Amherst County and the city of Buena Vista as well.
Mark, what politicians have platforms? What are some of the things that you're bringing that how you're going to improve upon the way things are done in Rockbridge, Lexington?
Well, the biggest platform item, obviously, is holding government accountable, and then making sure everybody understands that the Constitution doesn't take a day off, or in this case, well over a year off, in the event of a pandemic. And the Bill of Rights bolsters that Constitution. And many people, many of us, have lost sight of that over the past year. I also am a big advocate for our abused and neglected children in Virginia. And I want to reform the Department of Social Services, something that's been going on and we've had a need for many, many years. But the Rockbridge Area Department of Social Services is what I call the poster child for how not to run a Department of Social Services. And then the other big item is making education whole again after well over a year of not having children in school full-time, present, pupils in seats, students active and engaged with teachers on a regular basis. And that's still not going on in the 24th District on a regular basis.
What other issues are you thinking about tackling as well?
Since we've lost a seat on the Justice Committee, I'd like to be in there, involved with that. I'd also like to be part of what's called the Foster Care Caucus, which came out of a big report that came out a few years ago regarding the state of foster care and child welfare issues in Virginia. I'd like to be part of that. And frankly, I've told a lot of people, because I don't want to make a career out of this. I'm 60 years old, never done this before. But I want to identify a candidate or a number of candidates that should be running for public office, and specifically a candidate to replace me, because I'm retired and never intended to run for an office in the first place. Sure. So I'd really like to find somebody to take my place in 2 years.
Well, let me ask a question kind of on the mechanics of this. You're running. What was something that was surprising about the campaign that you weren't anticipating?
I was surprised, and still am on a daily basis, because I knock on doors every single day, hundreds of doors I've knocked on. I was surprised how many people don't even know that there is a primary election on June 8th, and that there is a delegate that's being challenged at a primary. In fact, there are a lot of people that don't even know who that delegate is.
And that would be you, of course.
Well, I'm the challenger.
Right.
I'm the brash younger challenger. The delegate is Ronnie Campbell. He's been there for 3 years. But there are an awful lot of people in the 24th District that don't even know that.
That's amazing. But I think that's kind of a national thing. People aren't as engaged as they hopefully should be. But if people want to get a hold of you or to contribute to your campaign, this is your time to plug how to get involved, how to find out more about you. What can a person do if they're listening to the show and want to find out about Mark Reed?
They can go to my website, which is markreedfordelegate.com. I also have a Facebook page, and it's Mark Reed for Delegate. I have a phone number, and I answer my own phone. My number is 540-784-6689. I have an email address, and I respond to my own emails. There is an email address on my website. My personal email address is markhered, Mr. Mark H. Reed, @gmail.com.
Fantastic. Mark, what was your military service?
I was in the Navy for 10 years, from 1980 until 1990. That was just before the last ship that I was on served proudly. That was the USS Missouri, then World War II era battleship.
Battleship, yeah.
And that ship, that was my last ship for the last 4 years of my career in the military.